postgame report on the Pioneer Sports Network. Your home for Pioneer basketball with the voice of the Pioneers.
Pioneers get the win 99-87 today against the Newberry Wolves and ends three-game losing streak against the Wolves. Ronnie Baylark, who has a season-high 25 against Barton, and I think we've seen this coming from this team because of second-half leaves that we've been able to have but not necessarily hold. A key runner down the lane for you, I think, for the final 2 points today. And, again, it was kind of on a scramble play. They forced so much. Newberry just – we were talking about they trap, they run at you. They force you almost to be scared with the ball in your hands, and I think you have to have a little bit of courage to take that runner in the lane. But overall, this game, I think, came down to one thing. If we were going to rebound, we were going to be fine. What was the key for our win here today?
It was just communication. Like, we always talk about communication. When we're down here in the first half, coach is right here on our bench, and he could tell us what to do. But when we go to second half, we're down here by ourselves. It's on us to communicate and try to, work things on the defense end. And that's what I felt like helped us get this win. Just communicating, rebounding together, and just playing hard as a team.
Gosh, they force so much. And he likes to call it controlled chaos. It's still uncontrolled chaos from them, I think, because they just run at you. They forced us into some bad decisions, some turnovers. How do we persevere through that? How did the team battle through some of our mistakes late in the contest?
We just can't let it get to us. We just always the next play. I mean, if you make a mistake, try to make it up on the defensive end. Coach said if you're going to attack the press, tackle with confidence. He said if you're going to be aggressive, be aggressive. Don't second guess yourself. Just go and try to make the smart, easy play.
Yeah, right.
And that's what we did.
And you did. And I think that you have to have that, like I said, that courage and that confidence to go forward. All right, so let's go about the game. It's 56-45. We're not doing well. We bring in this second unit. You kind of headed that second unit there, and you battled back. Got this team back to within 4. What belief did that give the team at that point in the game?
It gave us a big belief. I mean, we came out flat, and Coach seen that, and he just felt like, they need to throw the second group in there, trying to give us some more life, some energy, and that's what we did. Malik did a good job of getting the passing lanes, playing great defense, and the other guys did as well. And we, like I said, rebounded as a team and communicated, and we played hard, and we gave ourselves a chance to get back in the game and get a victory.
What is the key for us? They're moving the ball around. Started that second half. They came out on fire. They're getting some open looks. Well, why were they getting the open looks to start?
Lack of communication.
Okay.
Not giving our best effort. Like I said, communication is the biggest thing that we need to work on as a team. And I felt like when we made that push, made that run, the biggest difference was communication. We were talking. Guys were moving. Guys were just trying to be everywhere and trying to just create energy and create turnovers and chaos for them so we can get our offense going and get positive things happen for us.
You, Donovan, Zaylen tonight handling this pressure and getting the team going in offense. Is there a set offense when you play a team that runs so much chaos at you?
Yeah, it is. You just, like I said, you just have to be in control. Yeah. Just be controlled and just don't panic and don't second guess yourself. You're going to make a mistake, make an aggressive mistake, but if you do, get back and make up for it on defense end.
All right, down 11, go up 11. Obviously, communication is our key, but we still have to make shots, and I think it was good to see tonight we hit open shots.
Mm-hmm.
We haven't had that. Has it been frustrating, for this team to go through that stretch where we getting those open looks and they're not falling? Has it been frustrating?
It has, but coach does a good job of in practice, giving us plenty of drills to get some shots up, so we have confidence in the game. So it translate over, and when we get going, we have so many shooters in the team. It's crazy. And when we get going and we get hot, we can really fill it up, and we just have to have the confidence to take those shots.
I like the confidence. I like the way we've looked. I like the way we've looked over the last 6 games as well. Anderson comes in here Wednesday. Good chance to end this homestand on a big positive note. Is this the type of game that can carry over? Can we carry this over?
Of course. We always talk about the win streak starts when we got that first win, and we got that first win today. So we're looking forward to Anderson. It's going to be a tough game, but if we bring the same energy we brought today, we should come out with a victory.
Outstanding. Good stuff. Thank you, sir.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
Appreciate you. Ronnie Baylark for the Pioneers as Tusculum wins 99-87. Nick Pasqua joins us next as you listen to Pioneer Basketball on the Pioneer Sports Network. Well, the Pioneers get the win against Newberry 99-87. Had a feeling that would probably be somewhat chaotic. I think Newberry likes to even call themselves controlled chaos. That wasn't controlled. That was just chaos.
Yeah,
it was a lot of fun, though. And we talked a little bit about that, even before at the halftime of the women's game. And Coach Pasqua, who's, he talked to after he got that first win. Well, I got that monkey off my back.
Yeah.
Now we got the first home win, so we got that monkey off our back too.
Finally, yep.
But you mentioned, I like what you were saying, how our communication, how we're much better in the second half offensively. I think that proved, today, 61 second half points.
Yeah.
You're more concerned about your defense, and you're giving up a lot of points in the second half too. And we went through that stretch. Why were we as flat in the second half?
That's a good question. That's something we got to figure out. We stress leaving the locker room the first 4 minutes of every half how important they are and what a difference it'll make if we come out and we make the first run and don't let them make the first run. And I think they scored 13 points those first 4 minutes.
Yeah.
And the 5 that were out there, I wasn't too happy with them. And the next 5 came in. We took them all out, and they came in and they scored 47 in the second half, and they scored 13 in the first 4 minutes. So after that, and you look at the fast break points for them, they had 20, and normally they're living in transition. So we didn't do a very good job on the offensive boards at all. But if you don't do a good job on the offensive boards, you better limit the transition points, and I thought we did a pretty good job of that tonight.
Does anything have to do with carrying over from one half to the next? They hit a runner at the end of the first half. Does that have anything to do with it?
It could. That gave them some momentum there. We got a stop, got a foul, made the 2 free throws. We tried to just put our press on just so they couldn't do that.
Yeah.
And we just had a couple mistakes in it. And, he makes a runner from the circle. And you're kind of thinking, well, that's kind of par for the course with us right now. And then think about the second half, we finally get up by 10 or 12, and they bank a 3 in, and you're just like, man, it's going to be a long minute here to finish it out. But our guys, they didn't quit, they didn't finger point, they just fought. They came back, they stuck to what we were doing, they believed in each other, and we were able to get a win.
Yeah, you should have seen the look on your face when he banked that one in too. That was priceless.
Yeah, I'm sure.
If I could have taken a picture.
Yeah, I'm sure.
All right, so it's 56-45. You bring in that second group that you brought in. Baylark kind of headed it up.
Yeah.
And they pull you within 4.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, I think that has to be the key of the game.
No, it was, and that's the first thing I told them when we got back in the locker room after the game was they won the game for us. That second 5 won the game for us. There's no doubt about it now. The next 5 came back in and played really well after that, and but it shouldn't have to take me doing that. It shouldn't have to take me getting mad and going nuts and challenging them all just to come out and play hard.
Yeah.
Hopefully that won't happen again. But it's nice to know we put the next 5 in. They're going to play.
Everything's a learning experience, and I think you learn from this too. But nobody can. You can't simulate what Newberry brings.
No, you can't.
And you can't. And how long did it take for us to really get going? Was it that final 10 minutes of the game?
I think it was. I mean, I think, we press, but it's totally different. We know where we're coming from. I don't know where they come from. They come, they trap, and they're good at it, and they anticipate, and they're athletic, and they're really good at what they do. But we knew if we could just attack them and not be passive, and be aggressive and beating the trap and kicking it ahead. And we changed some things. That we had our shooters down the floor, not in the backcourt, and our better ball handlers back there. We still, 22 turnovers is still too many. A lot of them were, a couple of them in the second half were unforced where we just made bad passes and they went out of bounds. But that's what Newberry does. They speed you up, and even the simple plays start to become hard. So we got to do a better job taking care of the ball. But on the flip side, 23 assists on 32 baskets. I mean, they're sharing the ball. So that's you love seeing that stat as a coach right there.
And where Newberry likes to share the ball as well. They didn't do that tonight as much. A lot of it was driving right to the rim. All right, we talked with Ronnie Baylark. He talked about communication has to be key, but I like the look of Donovan Donaldson. He's becoming a second half guy for you. 26 tonight for him, 7 of 10 from 5 of 5 from 3. He didn't take his first shot till there was about 8 minutes to play in the first half.
Yeah.
Does he just try to get himself acclimated to the game a little bit?
Well, I think he takes too long. I mean, I want him to play like he did the last 10 minutes the whole night, and I'm on Donovan probably harder than anybody on our team because I know how good he can be. Like I tell him all the time, I honestly believe he's one of the best guards in the league.
Yeah.
I don't think there's any – when he plays and he's making shots as fast as he is one of the best guards in the league. And we just got to get consistent effort, that consistent play, that consistent concentration from him. I mean, athletically, ability-wise, he's got it all. We just got to get effort for 40 minutes all the time, and that's the same with everybody too. And we're getting closer, we're inching our way there, slowly but surely. But whenever he gets it totally and plays for 40 minutes, he's going to be hard to stop.
Your rim protector tonight was Mitchell. I thought he played excellent. 10 points, 8 rebounds. Got him into a little bit of some foul trouble there. Maybe was out of position a couple of times, but this is a guy that's starting. He got off to a great start, had that lull midseason, and now he's really starting.
I mean,
to see
he went and got rebounds tonight too. It's not like they were just falling in his lap. He went, he hit those. You saw those long arms get up above everybody, and he went and got them tonight. And that's what we've been on him all the time. Like I think he lets his offense dictate how he rebounds, how he runs the floor, how he blocks shots, and I think a lot of that's being a freshman, being immature, and you think the only way you play well is if you score. Well, we need blocks, we need rebounds, we need him to run the floor, we need him to stunt and recover, we need him to help on ball screens, and he did all that tonight. And 23 minutes, 8 rebounds, 10 points. If he could have stayed out of foul trouble, he'd been on the floor a lot more, but I'm proud of him. I mean, he stepped up big time for us tonight.
It's a win, obviously. Second game of this 3-game homestand. Anderson comes in. They're in a battle with Coker, which is not surprising.
Right.
Anderson has that put it down, put your head down, and drive it to the rim as well. I know that's been a struggle for us. What challenges will they present?
Well, they're very similar what they run offensively, but they don't try to play as fast as Newberry. I mean, I think they're averaging 73 points a game, which is one of the lower scoring teams in the league. They want to play slower. They want to be methodical kind of in the half court and drive it and attack and kick out. We did a decent job at times guarding the dribble, but there's still too many paint touches. Anytime the ball gets to the middle of the floor against the zone, that's not a good sign. So, we'll get ready for them on Monday. Guys will get in here, I'm sure, tomorrow and get some shots up, and hopefully we can keep shooting the ball the way we're shooting it. But it'll be a huge standing for the standings, all that type of stuff. Wednesday night, there'll be a lot on line for us.
Enjoy this one for a couple hours.
I will, no doubt.
Nick Pasqua, Pioneers winners against Newberry, 99-87. We'll wrap it up when we return. Again, your final, Tusculum 99 and the Newberry Wolves 87. Pioneer basketball will continue here on the Pioneer Sports Network.